Well, we don't get to coin out a Mech Warper, but we've got a nice turn 2 and a nice turn 3 play here. We don't want the Buccaneer first. Oh, we do want a Buccaneer first turn against this Mage. Nice to have a bonus Buccaneer. This will probably draw out the coin from them because being able to trade the coin for the Buccaneer is a pretty sweet deal for the Mage. So if they were planning to coin out another minion, possibly, or save the coin for later, it's going to change their play on that. Oh, they didn't do it. Okay. Well, let's... yeah, let's get the weapon since they're letting us get it here. And we'll go ahead and just hit them with it. You don't normally want to use it that way, but we've got an Assassin's Blade in hand right now. We'll probably save this other Buccaneer and play this before the Assassin's Blade. Although, maybe not. I don't know if we need to really worry about doing all that. This is, I think using the weapon to hit the face there is pretty bad play in general, but the opponent, you know, I expected them to Fire Blast on the first turn, and maybe I'm making some bad choices because of that, but it uses up all our mana pretty well, so I'm okay with that. This turn we get to play a couple of 2-drops. And we do just want to use up these weapons before we need the Assassin's Blade. Not sure if we're gonna want the Blade or the Hunger Dragon next turn, but I suspect that we're probably just playing Hunger Dragon. We'll play the Hunger Dragon, and we're gonna use our Wolf to take out his 0/2. We use the 4/2 probably on this Ironfur Grizzly here. I was gonna say on whatever they play, but Ironfur Grizzly will be the guy for that. And then hopefully our weapon can kill whatever this gives us. Oh, so that'll kill our 4/2. Okay, so maybe we just forget the weapon and play the Blade here. We also could go Hungry Dragon and Pit Snake. That uses all of our mana, but it does give our opponent an extra minion in play. I think it's better to just play the Blade. We waste one of the charges on our weapon, but we get to take both of these down. This is not as aggressive as I would have liked to be, but I think it'll be alright. We've got not the best use of all our mana next turn, but we do have the Blade in play. If we draw Deadly Poison, we can play that along with this thing, and that's pretty nice to have a high power. Like, once you have an Assassin's Blade with a Deadly Poison on it, you're a lot of times just going to hit the face with that, because that's like 15 damage at this point. Well, that's 12 damage with the Auto Barber. Let's see what they get from a dragon. Probably just send our wolf into this thing. Yeah, we can trade the wolf for that because they just get to power anyway. We'll start hitting the face with this weapon. I mean, their hero power could kill off our wolf, so we'd be losing it on their turn. So it's fine to just pitch it there. We do lose the extra power on our 2 other minions, but we weren't gonna hit with them anyway. That's nice that they have to spend most of that turn playing a fireball. Hopefully they don't have a frostbolt or something to follow it. If we get to hit with this Auto Barber, that'll be good. And we're ready to draw something expensive now. So like, we're not gonna sabotage this turn because we don't want to be sabotaging a 2-mana minion that they play. If they don't have anything in hand, they should just Fire Blast our Barber. Oh, that's, I guess, good insurance against like any other creatures we play. Do we hit that? I guess we're not doing anything this turn if we ignore it. The reason to wait there is that we don't want to give up either of our other creatures. If we had something with higher toughness, then we could play it. But either, like, if we play the Mech Warper, he just attacks the sheep into it and we lose both of our cards. So by passing there, we waste all of our mana that turn, but it does force the opponent to not get multiple cards out of their sheep. So this is a little awkward to have a deadly poison right now. We can use it to get through this thing though. How good is that? We could also just like spin the wheel and sabotage here. I kind of like that because maybe it kills this thing off. Although we don't want to use our weapon on his 1-2 if we end up getting that. I'd like to make a better play with the sabotage, but I guess sabotaging his 3-2 isn't the worst thing that could happen. This is an interesting spot. Yeah, let's see what happens. So we hit the wrong one, but I guess we'll just do this. And we'll play the snake out. The snake will die to... He may just send his 1-2 into the snake to save mana. This is one of those games where we didn't really keep the pressure on very well. We didn't get a lot of early damage in. So the opponent has pretty much stabilized now. And we are kind of out of gas. So it's gonna take some good draws from us. Like if we draw the Ravenhold Assassin, that might do it. But it is, yeah, it looks pretty unlikely that we're gonna be able to get the last 13 damage in at this point. Depends how much more pressure the opponent can put on us. We do want to, start killing that thing because we can attack the ooze twice to kill it. So even though our dagger doesn't kill this right away, we do want to start putting the damage on it and give up a little bit of life to kill it part way. Well, Healbot's not exactly what we want, but it does fight pretty well with like this 3/3. Yeah, we need to go for the board control, so we'll do it. The board doesn't look that bad right now, but the problem with the game state here is that our opponent has 4 cards in hand to our 0 cards. So most of our stuff is like skewed towards the early game as well. But that's the big thing. It's like as we go on, they've still got cards available, so we're gonna start falling behind pretty quickly here. That was surprising that they hit with the imp. I guess they're gonna use the imp and the power next turn to finish our heal bot. And we'll be taking another at least 11. We'll be taking another 12 damage next turn. I guess we need this. So actually we'll be taking 6 damage here. Going down to 10, and yeah, this being the turn that the opponent like puts their life total in their board state like far ahead of ours is not a good sign. That guy's gonna start freezing us, so we won't even be able to make use of our weapon. That's pretty funny. The freeze guys are very nice against a rogue. You have a 13 damage burn spell? Not quite. It's like a 15 damage burn spell, but we're not gonna kill him in time here.